Hi, my name is Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
It's true.
Yep. We're all here today.
Mm-hmm.
And you're here too, and I appreciate it. So, because I appreciate it, I'm going to introduce you to some of my friends. This one right here is Jenna.
Sup?
Yep. It's up to you. That one in the corner is Nate.
You gotta go over there first.
Oh, sorry. Forgot this side.
There you go.
Alex.
What's the funniest thing is that like Austin is actually on like a platform above us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all in person in the same place.
Yeah, but
We've all
like down
got-
here, we can see the target, and we all have balls. And at any point during this episode, if we toss the ball at the target, we can dunk him in a giant tank.
I
Yep.
didn't
Yeah.
know where that was going. It's just like
And
you've got balls.
And I get yerked.
Yeah, it's
And that's why he wore a white T-shirt today.
Yeah.
oh yeah, answer.
Yeah.
To win the
TOS.
competition.
Hey. I think so. I found out that you're supposed to say this, and we're supposed to say it. This is pre-recorded, so it's just to let you all know. It says it on the thing. You should let your viewers know if it's
Oh,
so
Okay.
just to let you guys know.
Just
Pre-recorded.
pretend we're here with you right now.
Mm-hmm. And we love you. Don't pretend that. Really think it,
Yeah.
because it's true. Just ask Nate.
huh?
See?
Sorry, my mouth was full.
See? Hey, do you know what's coming up?
The Ides of March.
The Eyes
I mean, eventually.
of March.
Like
My
in the
favorite.
distant future.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost a whole year away, but yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Dragon Con's coming up. Is that what you mean?
Oh, did you know? Hey, did you know Dragon Con is coming up?
Yeah. That's what I just said.
What was that?
And we're
You wanna
gonna
take
go
that again, or
there.
You good?
Nope,
Oh.
I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, we're all going there except me.
Yeah. And Nate. He
Yeah,
might.
except me and Nate. Me and Nate are both not going.
He might go.
You think Nate might make it? But not me
Man,
though.
That's you though. But we're gonna miss you.
I wish that were true.
It is
is.
true.
I think that
It is.
you'll be just fine.
We
I
wrote
mean, we're
you.
going to be thoroughly distracted, but that doesn't preclude
Yeah.
us from missing you.
Well,
I sent you a picture last time.
you sent me Jean-Luc Pickard last time.
I sent you out Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Pickard. Now that's a Star Trek I would watch.
Hey,
Where's the
this isn't gonna
hellbilly
be
Star Trek
pre-recorded.
epic?
We're gonna have to redo this.
I like Jean-Luc Pickard is decent. I'd watch that shit.
No, I was talking about Art Corner.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up too. I knew that.
It's on the 17th.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I feel like there's something
Yeah, I
else
was about to
really
say
cool
that's
happening.
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. And
Yeah.
Today is yesterday if you're watching Art Corner. And
No,
I'm just
yesterday was yesterday.
Tomorrow's a
Yesterday-
mystery.
Wibbly-wobbly,
That's why they call it a
timey-wimey.
gift.
Spaghetti.
Alex's yesterday is
No.
tomorrow.
That's why they call it a gift.
That's why they call it the
Nope.
president.
Why wouldn't the present be the gift?
Why wouldn't the president pardon me?
Because
What
you
did
haven't
you
done any
do?
crimes.
Oh,
I thought
That they've caught you for.
that they've
you
caught.
don't need to be pardoned, right?
Not yet.
Well, no,
He's
there
not
is
a
this-
turkey.
There is
I'm
the
not
salsa
turkey.
on pancakes.
hey,
felony.
There is no
Ah.
pardon for that.
I live
Yeah.
with that one.
Yeah, well, until you get
You're
death
gonna
row.
have to catch me.
You know what they're gonna give you for your last meal too?
Yeah,
Oh,
maple syrup. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nate.
Why
Dude,
wouldn't they
sorry.
just inject the syrup into your veins as your...
Because
It's
they
not
know that
Canada.
holy Jesus.
they know my body will reject it and I won't
This
die.
is
I'll
America,
spit it
not
back out.
Canada.
If they put sugar in my veins, I just digest it.
Yeah.
That's why I hate it. Because I could never
Okay.
get my fix. I
Is
can't
there anything
taste
else
it.
happening this month?
Yeah.
This cool month?
Well, Jenna and Alex are doing something, right?
Are they?
Goblins and Growlers.
We already have.
We
You already did it.
We did
And
it.
go check it out and go see it.
What this is teaching me is Austin would have never made it as a Time Lord.
No.
Nope.
Not okay.
But there's still something else happening this month.
Yeah, on the 26th. On
Yep.
the 26th, we're gonna be here, and you're gonna see us, and we're gonna be playing a game on the anniversary of two-year anniversary of Dungeons and Dracon Beams. And
Of
the
Austin.
season.
He's a baby.
I'm a baby boy, and I was born.
2-year-old baby Austin. Sweet baby Austin.
You saw me my first day when we went live the first time. That was the day I was born.
Yep.
This is makeup. This is makeup.
It was makeup. That's what you're going for, not like clone or android or.
Oh, don't even
Benjamin
get me
buttoning.
started on the clones.
Okay, I won't.
All right.
Deal.
Well, hey,
So,
Jenna, do you want? Not you, Nate.
my
Hang
bad.
on a second. I'll get back to you. Jenna, do you want Alex to do the recap?
I mean, I think I always want that. Yes.
All right. All right. Let me ask Nate real quick. Nate, can you hear me? All right, Alex, do the recap.
Damn it! I held that so good. I didn't react. All right. Okay. Bye.
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams. A cursor sits blinking idly, and Keylog showed no activity for a few minutes on the work laptop belonging to Dylan's father. While the program sat idle and cold, Dylan's father's smile was full of warmth as he looked at his daughter, who was asking him about his big meeting the next day. He was so excited. This was such a big opportunity for him. And the anomaly was so interesting. 9 p.m. tomorrow was the moment. He couldn't wait. Their lives were going to change completely. Steve thought having a teenager was a pain in the ass most of the time, but he had to admit that sometimes it was great. Like this week when they'd started to forge a sword together, and right now when their son was out with his friends and his wife looked pretty damn hot. The kitchen window behind them was inky black, and the light of the kitchen turned the glass into a mirror. So he watched Emma's mouth quirk up into a smile as he wrapped his arms around her, and he gently led her away from the sink. They missed the tips of feathers brushing past the windowsill. They took no note of the gentle illumination in the treehouse outside their son's bedroom window, and they would not be interrupted when their son plodded up the stairs, crashing around for a few minutes feeding his bird, and then fell into bed exhausted. No, they did not notice at all. They were otherwise occupied. The mood at Oscar's cabin was quite different. As Aximili and Savannah land and walk in, they have another task ahead of them before ending the night. The discussion with Caty. Aximili is the one that gives the phone to Caty and then steps back. Caty, unaware that the person she was calling was 20 feet down the hall. Savannah was waiting for the phone to ring. She picked up to talk to someone who she had not been in direct contact with in over a year. One short phone call was a lot for both of them. Caty had been through quite a lot, having been made into a controller, kidnapped by Andalites, and then isolated and alone for a while now. She asked Savannah for help, to get her out of there, to stay with her. She just wanted someone that she could trust, that she loved, to help her. All she wanted was to be herself with someone. Savannah only promised that she would help her. As the sun rises again on Thursday in Ocean Grove, Dylan is up bright and early. She makes her dad breakfast while across town a teen boy with his hair pulled back into a bun practically kicks down the front door of Zac's house. These paths converge on the bus that travels to the northernmost point of Ocean Grove, where an old man sits, annoyed that these teens are out of school. It seems like no one is in school these days, honestly. Teens running wild all over the city. He scowls at them as they are louder than he would like, discussing junk food and hot sauce, and he doesn't even bother listening to the rest of it. The only thing worse than these damn kids was the bus driver who is constantly complaining under his breath about this route. Get a new job if you hate it so much. After an hour, the kids got off the bus, and he heft out a deep sigh of satisfaction. Now if he could just get rid of the driver. A small bell rings over the door, and the cashier looks up as two guys, one good-looking athletic one, and a curly blonde thin guy who looked like someone you would see at a skate park, and then a very pretty dark-haired olive-skinned girl with some seriously cool distressed jeans walks in. Liz watches them as they all nonchalantly make their way through the snack shelves, grabbing things, debating which hot sauce-covered snack food they were going to indulge in. And when they were done, Liz rang them up, watching them with only mild interest as they turned left towards the forest, and she wondered where they were going. But as the lifted truck roared into the gas station, her attention turned again, and they were all but forgotten. Zac, Dylan, Cameron walked out to the cabin. The only thing that noticed them was a sharp-eyed crow who coveted the Cheetos they were tossing to each other. The crow waited, scooping up the few dropped snacks as they traveled further into the woods. When they arrived at the cabin, the planning session began. Practically mapped out with red yarn on a whiteboard, Zac is going to meet up with Bart and Chad to try and shut down some city grids en route from Dylan's house to the observatory. Dylan, Cam, Aximili, and Savannah are going to fly back towards Ocean Grove, where Dylan and Cameron are to keep Dylan's dad occupied and away from work. Savannah and Aximili are to meet up with Xander to agree to help their people and to try and make some demands of their own before heading to the observatory to meet up with Zac and try to stop the Yeerks. Maybe even get out a transmission to the Andalites. It's a big plan, and there's a lot at stake, including Dylan's dad. Zac flaps off to meet up with Bart and Chad. Shortly thereafter, the rest of the humanimals prepare to take off. As it is almost time to leave, Savannah pulls Dylan aside to reiterate no reckless plans, nothing stupid, no drugs. Dylan seems to agree and then heads outside to start morphing. Cameron is waiting as an osprey, and as Dylan starts to adjust her shoe, she fumbles something and drops it. And Cam watches with his incredible vision as a small baggie of drugs tumbles onto the porch. Cameron calls out to Savannah. And that is where we are now.
As always, great job. And that is where we are now. Savannah, you see Dylan looking back at you, surprised as there's an osprey in the yard.
Does Savannah see everything that is going on out here?
Dylan, as you're like looking over your shoulder and you see Savannah come out, what do you do with the baggie? Because I think you pick it. You picked it back up the last episode, right?
Mm-hmm. Dylan is going to shove it into her shirt, into her bra, and then hold both of her hands out like at Cameron and then at Savannah and say, wait. Please.
I'm listening.
And she's just going to put her hands on her face for a second and think. And then she's going to turn to Cameron and she's going to say, I wasn't going to do him. I wasn't going to do him.
Okay. Is this like, one of the steps or something? Like keep it around just in case? Just like as a cushion? If you weren't going to do it, what were you going to do it with them then?
She's going to rub her face a little and she's going to look down. And then she's going to look towards Savannah, but she's not going to look at Savannah. And she's going to say, if we couldn't get him to stay home, I was going to hand him to him and ask for help.
How am I to believe you now when 2 minutes ago you just lied to my face?
I didn't lie. I said I wasn't going to do drugs. I'm not going to do drugs.
How are you going to guarantee that?
Either I have to hand these to him and make him stay home, and he will. Or if he doesn't stay home, then I hand him directly to Cameron.
I don't like this. This wasn't part of the plan. This wasn't part of anything that we discussed. I think Savannah's just going to kind of like really debate this for a moment. Will you hand it to Cameron now?
Dylan is going to pull it out and sort of flick it between her fingers and then walk over to Cameron where Cameron is perched and put it down next to him.
He looks down at it and starts to study it for a second. His head like doing that little bird twitch back and forth.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I just know that if nothing else works, that will.
I think you're going to have to put a little more trust in us to figure this out without resorting to using drugs or having drugs, whatever was going to happen.
Okay.
I think now we need to change the plan slightly. Dylan and Cameron, you're still going to go and attempt to stop Dylan's dad from leaving the house, from getting far if he does. But Cameron, you are not to leave Dylan. Stay with her. Make sure she doesn't get into trouble.
He's like looked up and his intense eyes are staring at you and his little bird head just nods.
Dylan, I hope you're not lying to me.
Dylan's just going to start to change.
As she's changing, Savannah, you get a private thought speak message from Cameron. He says, do you see how this baggie, the seal, is like where it snaps together is red?
Savannah will try to nod like as little as possible.
I think this is from the Bright Devils.
Oh boy. I don't think Savannah knows what to do with that information. So she'll note it and just kind of nod again to Cameron.
At that, Cameron reaches down and picks it up with his beak and like takes off into the air. And you see him kind of go up to the roof. And then when he like circles around the chimney and comes back, and like as he's circling above, you don't see the baggie in his beak anymore.
I think Savannah will call for Aximili at that point.
And like you call for him, and at first he doesn't come, and so you like might have to call again. And the second time you do, he kind of groggily steps out, and like his hair is kind of a mess a little bit on the top. Is it time already?
Yes, sorry.
No problem. He stomps a little bit harder on the deck as he begins to change too. Dylan, by this time, you're fully morphed.
She's just going to take one last look and finally look at Savannah and then just take off.
Savannah will start morphing as well.
Yeah. And eventually Aximili finishes his morph. Yours takes you a little bit longer than normal, as it has been. But yeah, what bird did you go to? You got a few of them.
To red-tailed hawk this time.
Red-tailed hawk and a northern harrier take off from Oscar's cabin. Zac.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of fast forward your time as you fly over the forest back into Ocean Grove.
Mm-hmm.
And you're on your way to the mall. Is that right? To meet up with Chad and
head
Mark.
to the Starbucks. Yep.
You'll probably make it there with just enough time to demorph. So it's up to you whether you would have been safe, but I'm telling you, you'll probably get there with just enough time.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just, if I'm good, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get there. Where do you want to go to demorph?
I think the roof of the mall.
Yeah. You demorph back on that roof. You do see the bag that you guys had is tucked back into the spot it was in.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
I was going to say, if you remember last time, everybody took the clothes that you had stashed. Dylan took Grant's, but that left behind Zac's clothes.
Yeah, I hadn't used mine.
Yeah.
So I will land and demorph out of sight, like behind, between a couple of air conditioning units or something. Mm-hmm. And then grab the bag and get changed, and then I'll put the bag on just to kind of remind myself, hey, I need to refill this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll head down to the Starbucks.
Doesn't take you long. Give me a real quick stealth check, just
to hide from the guards.
Yeah,
the guards, the security people. You know what I mean?
Those are the guys.
A 23, 11.
Yeah. So, you as you close the door and you move down to the first. I always forget what these are not awnings. I always forget the platform where you go to one step to the other one.
Landing.
Oh, landing. Yeah.
Yeah. You get to the second landing and look up, and you do see there's a camera, but you manage to duck right in underneath it. It's pointed to see people coming up the steps, and you just came down. So you now you're stuck underneath this camera. You don't think it's seen you yet.
Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can reach up and turn it.
It's pretty high up. Maybe if you jump up off the wall and do it. So if you want to try to give me an
there's a staircase, right? So it's it's coming down and then it turns 90 degrees, and where it turns 90 degrees, is that where the camera is?
Yeah, up in the in that corner.
Got you. So yeah, I'm gonna go back up a little bit and just kind of get not a running start, but go faster down the stairs than you normally would, and then try to jump off from the third or fourth step
and start higher.
Go
ahead and give me an athletics check.
Can I make that an acrobatics check?
If make it a little bit more acrobatics in description, and I'll let you.
Well, obviously you have to end with the Jackie Chan wall corner jump. I mean, that's the only way to. Yeah.
Okay. You doom it.
I got to doom it. Nice. So it's a flat roll, and it's a nat 20.
Dude, you gather your speed on the steps and take off from the fourth one up. You doom off the wall, smack the camera, doom off the other wall, and fucking Spider-Man.
Spider-Man landing. Cool.
And then you just finish your way, just happily.
And I just saunter back down the stairs.
Yeah. And you make it to the Starbucks, and guess who's in there?
Chad.
Yep.
Okay.
And Bart.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys.
Oh, hey, sup, Zac? Look. And he's you see his drone just and fly over to you, and it like
inside the Starbucks.
Yeah, and it points out like a little, almost a claw, and just waves it back and forth at you.
Zac like looks at it and then like holds a fist out.
It turns around and goes back to Chad. Sorry, I can't make a fist with it yet.
Well, you know, you can work on that
soon.
Yeah, for sure. You guys got anything going on this afternoon? You want to hang out?
Well, yeah, we wanted to hang out with you. We were hoping to meet you here.
Cool. Good cover. Yeah, just cool. We're gonna head to my house then, and then.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Actually, remind me. Did I take my laptop to the cabin?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
So threw it away, pretty much.
Because what?
You didn't really throw it away, but remember you got locked out of
the observatory.
Yeah.
But I can't use it for the traffic system. Actually, and then I look at Chad and I go, "You got your laptop with you?"
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. What? Can I see it real quick?
He hands you the laptop.
Does he have like a good number of different ports and stuff on the side of it, or is it pretty basic?
Yeah.
Okay. This will probably work.
What do you need?
Nate doesn't know. Zac would know.
Give me a technology roll just to like that.
That's not it. Arcana. I always like look for technology, and then I'm like, well, it's not there. And 9.
You know how to hack into computers. You know how to work them and stuff. This is something different. You need to be on site to try to figure it out.
Yeah, I know that much. I thought you were asking me like what kind of connection it was going to use.
No. Just he's basically asking, what are we doing? What's the plan?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get out of the Starbucks before
you guys
explain the felonies we're going to commit.
They get up and walk out with you,
or at least misdemeanors. Yeah. So as we're walking out, I'm gonna like look at Bart and be like, and then Chad go, a little direct action is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make some adjustments to the traffic system of our fine city.
You see Bart kind of squints at you. Chad's eyes go wide and a grin starts to spread across his face.
Yeah. Cool?
Yeah. Real cool.
All right.
So this is going to help with the whole thing?
Yeah. It's going to help immensely.
All right. I'm in then.
Cool. This is sort of a specialist mission. So, Bart, man, I'd love to have you with us, but
I'm fast.
You might have. I know, man. Just may have to be like lookout and stuff. Like I don't know. It's going to be pretty highly technical. Okay, cool.
Sure.
So we need to make our way to, I think a traffic like a substation or something. I don't think that what we want to do can be done just like from any street corner.
Oh.
So I'll need to know where one is. This is Nate talking.
All right, you see, as like you were talking about what you guys are going to do, Chad's already started pulling stuff up. He has his phone in like one of those, those things that go on your arm and like the phone slides in it for runners. He's got one on his arm like it's like a fucking arm
like
thing.
like a pit boy.
Yeah, and he's like going through it. He brings up and he says, "Well, here's a grid. This shows." Kind of where you can control these different things. I think the only place to control them all is in the actual traffic control center. But if you could hack into these ports on each of the blocks, you could probably control the lights within the grid, within that grid. And he shows you a map on his
phone.
on his phone that's on his wrist, and he quickly presses a button, and you see it like start to highlight the map in different colors, showing you different areas that you can like control based on.
Okay, so they're color coordinated.
He's calling a
Nice.
switch. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picturing the Grand Theft Auto mission that this is right now. Like,
Dude, picture this.
oh shit! What? I'm pleased.
All right, Alex, we're gonna switch real quick. Tell me when you're ready. All right, set, go.
Huh. Cool.
Now, let me move me.
We may not need to. Where's the observatory at?
The observatory is up here.
And where is Dylan's house?
Dylan's house is over here.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
And
so
the mall is over here.
Perfect. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is head to this bridge. We actually want to try to mess up all 5 bridges if we can.
So as he's like pointing out these different places to you, do you see the circles that correspond with each color?
Yes.
Those, he's saying, all right, these right here are the control switches. If you can get into those, you can hack everything within this area, all the traffic lights.
All right. Hey Bart.
Yeah.
Can you drive?
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
It would be really helpful if we had like a city workers truck and some orange vests.
He looks at you and like squints for a second. Is this because I used to hang out with that gang?
Is it because you are an established criminal? Yes.
I can do it.
Right on. Thanks, man. We're going to head to the first one that is inside right here, because I think we can take out 2 bridges from that one. Okay.
The light yellow.
Yeah. If you want to meet us there, you get your stuff. Me and Chad are going to go there and get to work.
All right. An hour less
now. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
You said you were fast, man.
He starts looking around the parking lot.
Yes. Good spirit.
And he takes off one way.
Just do we see him move, or is it a blur? Yeah, he does that, and then he's gone.
Yeah.
His name is Barry Allen, so
Bart Allen.
Bart Allen. Sorry.
Jeez, get it right.
Barry Allen's my father.
Yeah. What?
What?
All right. How are you going to get there?
God, where's the mall again? Like way the fuck down here?
In blue, like 3.
We're gonna have to take a bus. Or a subway or a paraglider. I don't know. What sort of public transportation will get us there the fastest?
Dude, I always like to mention that there's ferries that run through Ocean Grove.
You do love talking about ferries.
Because I thought it was right by the port. You guys never use the fucking ferries. But okay.
The Midnight Swan, I know.
Yeah. And it's romantic.
Is there a midday swan?
Actually,
is it a midday goose?
It's a midday duck.
The midday duck?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Chad,
drive straight down from being a truck into the water.
Is it one of those?
Yeah.
All right. We hire one of the novelty.
I'm gonna just be honest
trucks.
with you though. It's not very efficient. You're not gonna get there in the quickest time if you take that. So you might want to do the bus.
All right.
There's actually one coming right now.
Perfect. Me and Chad jump on the bus.
You get on. Sorry.
I'm gonna go. Oh, hey Chad, can you get the fare? I don't have any.
Oh yeah.
Money.
No problem. He pulls out a wad.
What?
20s, and then he flips through them, and then you see there's like a couple of dollars.
It's just a 120 on the outside, but it's all
no. It's some 20s.
Got some 20s? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey man, maybe don't flash all of that at once.
What, this little bit? And he pays the bus fare for you guys.
All right.
And about
Chad's a baller.
15 minutes later, you get across the bridge. And I guess you just keep taking it down to the closest point.
Right? Yeah, so again, we're trying to get to the light yellow one. because there are 2 bridges from that area, and I think that that's the best place to start.
We'll say after a full 20 minutes, you get there, and the stop is like a block away. You start to make your way there.
Okay. So that's what we do.
All right. So, Dylan, as you're flying, Cameron is behind you, and he hasn't said much for we'll say it's been like 45 minutes or so. He says, finally, he says, "Hey, Dylan, I wasn't trying to accuse you really. I was looking out for everybody. I was looking out for this whole thing that we're doing."
Dylan is just like super strong wing beats. But eventually she says, just pop the tires or do whatever you're going to do.
And then, so at that, he just kind of flaps with you. And then after about an hour and a half, you guys fly back into town, and you start to circle above your neighborhood. And as you focus in on your house, as you guys get closer and closer, you notice that your dad's car is not in the driveway.
Cameron just hears fuck.
Where, I'm guessing you don't know where he would be at right now. You don't think he already went, right?
What time is it?
And like Cameron looks around, and you look around, and you eventually see like down the road there's a bank, and it has a sign on it. It is about 3:30.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, maybe we should go inside.
Yeah. And she's going to swoop down to the porch.
I'm watching out. Maybe get behind the bush. There is a lady like 3 houses down.
She's going to pep hop down into the bush.
And like he's just circling overhead. Are you going to demorph, or are you just going to check it out from there?
I'm going to go in and see if he left a note or something.
Okay. It looks good from up here.
And Dylan's going to demorph.
A minute and 17 seconds later, you're back to yourself. And, you can get wherever your spare key is. Don't dox your dad for, all these people. But yeah, you get your key and you go in. As you go in, I'll say you start to look around. You don't immediately see a note. Like if it's your dad might be like normally puts them on the fridge and stuff. You look up there, there's not one. And just when like your heart is like sinking, like where could he be? Why didn't he leave a note? You turn and you see a box sitting on the table with a little piece of paper underneath it. And you go over, read it. The box is a cell phone, and the piece of paper says, "It came today. I ran off to the mall. I'm going to get you a case and a new charger. But yeah, I'll be back soon, hopefully before my meeting."
She's going to power the phone on.
The screen lights up, and Ocean Grove Mobile goes across the screen, and it goes through like the first time setup and everything.
Okay. And Dylan's going to take the phone with her, like doing the setup stuff as she walks out the back door.
As you walk out the back door, you see Cameron perched on a tree staring dead at you as you're like walking out.
just looking at the phone, she's just going to say, there's a note. He said he went to the mall. He said he'd be back.
So do you want to stay here or go there?
I don't want to miss him if he gets back before we do. Do you know what my dad's car looks like?
I don't. All right, so above table, real quick. I don't remember if Cameron's ever been over your house.
I don't think, probably not.
He's gonna say, I don't think so.
Okay, then Dylan's gonna very quickly describe what her dad's car looks like.
Yeah, whatever description you want. I don't know if we've said it. So
sure.
It's a hot
it's
pink Mini Cooper.
it's a blue Mazda 3. I don't know.
Sweet.
That seems like a solid dad car.
A blue Mazda 3.
Yeah.
Oh, those are sick. Those are freaking sick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And she's gonna walk in to the kitchen area and grab a photo that's sitting on the counter and come back out and hold it up for him to see and say, he looks like this, and point to it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see him, you follow him.
Yeah, we follow him. We follow him if we see him, yeah.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah. I don't think we have a choice. It's either I stay here with you or you come there with me. Actually, you do whatever, and I'm going to go with you.
Okay. And she's going to walk in and put the picture down and put the phone back in the box, but leave it turned on. And walk out the back and remorph.
Anything new, or you going back to Northern Harrier?
Going back to Harrier. And as soon as she's morphed, she's going to say to Cameron, we're just going to follow the exact path that he always takes. And if we see him, we turn around.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then she's going to take off and go the direction that she has gone with her dad a million times to the mall.
And he kind of, like, as you're following that route, he kind of goes back and forth, like from your left to your right, kind of scanning all the other areas around. And you can both roll me perception, or you can roll. You already both have advantage, so he's going to roll 2.
Okay.
Where it's at. So as he's scanning, he's saying, I don't see him over here. I don't see his car. And you're doing the same as you like look back and forth. You're watching the same streets he takes both ways and you don't see it. But you guys continue on the route to the mall. Savannah, as you and Aximili kind of took off a little bit later, but not, too far behind, you probably could still see Dylan and Cameron in your sight as they split off from the way that you need to go. Is there anything you and Aximili would have talked about on the way?
I think Savannah is quiet and wanting to not make Aximili any crankier than he already is.
And you get back to the city. It's real quick rewind. at your house, Dylan, Cameron did take time to demorph and remorph, just so he could re-up his time. And as this hour and a half passes, you're getting closer to the time for you to demorph. It's about 3 when you get to your area.
All right, Savannah will land and like not at the gardens, but a little ways out, right, where there's still like kind of cover behind that, like the open area behind the gardens, and find a place that's solid to demorph.
Yeah, you know the gardens pretty well, and because this isn't like you guys are going to grab morphs and stuff at this moment, you find a place to demorph pretty easily. And Aximili will stay in the sky, circling, waiting for you to let him know you come back out from where you are or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll go back to Redtail and come back out.
I also should probably.
Yes, you should. I'll cover you.
As you like look around and you cover him, he does the same. He returns to his Andalite body and then goes back to Northern Harrier and rejoins you in the sky.
I was just thinking you were staying with me to talk to these guys, but did you want to go scope out the observatory instead of staying here for this?
I would rather you not be alone with these new people.
Fair enough.
And we'll say you guys are just chilling, waiting. And we'll see if Zac can join you, because we will go back to Zac.
Okay.
Zac, you and Chad start to make your way towards this. It's a traffic light, but like there's also one of those big boxes sitting next to it. And Chad brings you over to that, and he says, "This is where the switch is." And you see it's just got like a metal door that is, like it's indented in like kind of like a battery, not a fuse box almost, like how those doors are. And you just gotta open it up.
Okay, so gonna take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure we are not being observed.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you.
Perception. That's a solid. I'm feeling real good about that 6.
Yeah, you are feeling really good.
I bet I am.
A guy passes you, and that's the only guy you see. He walks that way.
Some dude walks by. He seems cool. Cool. All right, pop that bitch open.
All right, go ahead and give me a. If you don't have lockpicks on you, or you're not proficient with them, just go ahead and give me a dexterity or strength check.
Okay. I mean, I have a 3 in sleight of hand, but I'm not proficient in it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be like
enough.
To unlock it. That would
a
be like
dex check. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Oh, 14.
14. Maybe you grab a stick off the ground and just put it in there and pop the lock. It's easy enough.
Nice.
When you get in here, man, you're looking at it and it's, it looks familiar to you, Zac, but maybe not to me. So how I'm going to describe it, there's a bunch of wires and like ports and stuff like that. There's a small little screen that like, it tells you running fine or whatever the shit. And then Chad lifts up his laptop and he'll plug this cord from his computer to Ethernet port.
Right before he does that, I'm gonna go, hold on, you've got like firewalls and stuff on, right?
Yeah, firewalls, brick walls, and excavators. That's what we call it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it scoops out the viruses or people that try to hack.
Cool. That's really cool, man. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I invented it.
That program you did? It's really impressive. We should talk about that sometime.
Yeah.
All right. So we get in. I'm gonna he can plug in, but I'm gonna actually start by trying to just use. If there's a diagnostics panel, is there any control evident there? Like, is there a keyboard or anything?
Go ahead and give me a technology roll as you look over this.
Can do. Sure wish I could remember what it is. Arcana. There it is. 22.
Dude, you look over this thing and you don't see a place to control it, but you figure out quickly, it's another security measure. They use the things that they have their own devices that they bring
little thing
and plug in, and then they control them. So
cool.
But with that, as you realize that, Chad hands you over the computer and he says, I'm good at like the technical stuff, but the actually hacking,
well, yeesh. I'm hoping that if once we're in, like, we wouldn't have to actually crack it. I wonder if there's a mobile app or something that would work as their plug-in device. And Zach just like goes on Google and tries to find, if it's a little plug-in pad, it might be a thing that they can just do on their phone. And plug their phone in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As you're like looking and like searching, I'll say as part of your 22, you see that it hooks up via an Ethernet cord to his computer. Mm-hmm. So yeah, maybe you could do it via an app through your phone, but you'd have to have a cord that goes from your phone to an Ethernet.
Oh no, what I'm saying is if it exists on a mobile device, it would then exist somewhere on the internet, and it would be easy to download. You don't have to hack it at that point. You're just downloading the actual application.
Right. Yeah, you could probably do that.
And put it on the computer and then install it and then use it that way.
Yeah, you download the app that they use to do that and put it on the computer, and you feel like you have the right software and everything that you need on this computer to do it.
Okay, cool. All right, so I start trying to get in and see if I can change.
All right, so the first step,
yes,
as you open up this program and you are ready to do it, it is asking for a login.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
So unless you have a login, Zach, you can try to bypass it.
I'm going to do a little. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more investigation. Does the the town of Ocean Grove, does it have a website?
Yeah.
Cool. Oceangrove.org. I go to that. I start looking for contacting maintenance, contacting DOT, contact informations.
Okay.
Right. And then I look for someone's email address.
All right. Easy enough.
Easy. Perfect. I put whatever. Is it asking for a login or an email?
A login.
Cool. I put the first part before the into the login.
Okay.
And then I put in the word password. For the password, I put in 123400000. All the classics.
You hit enter.
Yeah. I'm trying them. I'm trying them over and over. Yeah.
The first password doesn't work, and if you just keep trying random passwords.
I'll probably stop at like 2.
All right. What's the second one?
Well, I did password the first time. Second time I'll do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, something like that.
Right. That one don't go either.
Are these email addresses? Are they at oceangrove.com or something?
At oceangrove.gov.
Yeah, of course, .gov, naturally. Shit. All right. Well, I'm going to have to try to reset the password, which means I'm going to have to... Well, I could just try to brute force the password. Let me try that first.
All right.
Chad probably doesn't have the program I normally use, so I'd have to go get a program, a brute force.
You have it on your phone. You could just plug your phone into the computer.
If only I had my phone with me, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
That'd probably be really helpful. It's too bad. So that's fine. I'll just go re-download it.
All right. You
It's
re-download
freeware.
it. You start to run it in. Entering in all your everything. You're hacking it. You're bypassing and running a perimeter check. Hey, roll a technology check.
Good call.
It's going to be pretty high.
You want to do that or computers?
It can be computers.
Okay. I just feel like mixing it up, It's the same bonus. Oh, no, it's plus. I get one more plus for computers. So.
Hell yeah.
And that's technically a tool proficiency or a custom skill. So is that at a disadvantage?
We're going to say for this one, at least, no.
Okay.
Because
so 26 then.
It should be, but we're going to go with it.
I don't know the rules, Austin.
I don't either.
Cool.
Who does? There's no way to know the rules. Even if you... I'm trying... Hang on, now I got to fucking...
I think the first two rules of D&D is you don't talk about D&D.
Oh. All right, never mind then. Anyways, we'll say Chad was helping you either way. So you're good. You see
I got the health action. Yeah, makes sense.
You see the as you use your brute force, you see it password accepted, and then it opens up to the next screen.
Cool.
What you see on the next screen,
click every picture that has a fire hydrant.
Well, it lets you do see the grid. You see the different lights in this section. You can access. You can pick which lights you want to mess with from this screen. Like which ones.
Cool. First ones I'm doing then are this bridge, the southern bridge in this zone.
Okay.
Whatever's leading up to that, I am just going to turn into stoplights. Everything's red. It goes yellow first, and then goes to red because I don't want to cause an accident.
Well, so this is a multi-step process.
Okay.
We're basically doing a small skills challenge with you.
Got you. Oh, well, okay. Why didn't you say so?
So the first thing you have to do is select the lights, and you're not used to this system, this program. Mm-hmm. So even though you're good at computers, you're still figuring this out as you go. So to select the correct lights that you want, you need to make another computer or technology roll. This one, so you can, we'll say you got 3 of them with each, with Bart and Chad. 3 that they'll just give you the help action, and if they pass a roll, they give you advantage. The downside to that is if they fail the roll, they're going to give you disadvantage. Okay, because they're going to mess you up. But you have 3 with they're not giving you that. Yeah, so why not use them?
Why not try it?
Yeah.
So is this a roll to kind of figure out how the selection process works, or is this a roll to pick one light?
To pick the lights that you're going to change. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll give it a go. Chad, can you help me figure out how to do this?
Yeah, maybe you got to highlight it first.
Oh, good call. I got a 19.
Yeah, it works. You pick the lights you want. And now that opens up another screen. And that screen, I got to go to the right. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options on it. Change pattern, enable sensors. I'm sorry, 5 settings. Change pattern, enable sensors, adjust timing, shut down, custom.
I do want to explore the custom options.
Yeah, it looks like you go into the custom menu, and it looks like you can just say what you want to happen with the you can select other lights within this pattern, within the string of programming, to where right now you just have 1, but you can set it up to where this one only changes every 10 minutes or it changes every 2 seconds. With the custom thing, you can string different ones together.
Okay, perfect. to go to the custom,
Okay.
and I want it to cycle between shutdown for 10 minutes and then cycling for 30 seconds. No, that's too long. 5-second intervals, and then cycling at 1-second intervals, and then going back to the shutdown for another 10 minutes. So just cycling through those.
Okay. Now you do have to this is going to take you about 10 minutes, but it's probably possible. You have to write all the code for it to do that.
Well, I mean, if the code exists in the others, I can.
Well, with his assisted code, yeah, you can do that, but you're going to have to make a check, is what I'm telling you.
Edit some code.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've closed my character sheet. I clicked it against my bottle. I'll click my mouse against my bottle. All right, I got it.
All right, computer arcana.
I'll do computers again.
And Chad says, "Oh wait, you got to make sure." Oh, go ahead.
Chad, do you know JavaScript or I think
Both.
Both. You know both languages.
Yeah.
Perfect. I got a 20 or a 20.
That's a 26 or a 20.
Oh, it is a 26 or 20. Shit. I can't.
After that 10 minutes goes by, yeah, you feel like your code is perfect, and you set it to go, and you see all the green lights just all light up on your screen telling you, yeah, code accepted.
Okay. I'm gonna copy this code that I just made into a notepad.
Okay.
A WordPad on Chad's desktop so that I can paste this when we get to other terminals.
All right. I'm just going to let you know you're still going to have to make the check.
What the fuck?
Yep. Well, that's how it works.
All right.
But you have the code on.
Yep. And I did that for one light, one intersection.
You could, so if you want to add other lights in, you can.
Yeah.
You just have to make the check for each light. So how many you want to do every light in the section is what you're basically wanting to do?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just tack on another 5 minutes, and we'll say that you rolled so high that you went ahead and got the other lights.
Those are some pretty high rolls.
Yeah. As you look at the screen of the computer, you see now it is 3:30 for you, and you kind of look up and you look across the street, and as Bart pulls up beside you in the truck with holding up 2 orange vests, you see Rena Klein across the street on her cell phone.
Is she just on the cell phone?
On the cell phone looking at you. Well, actually looking at Bart as he pulled up.
Well, that's cool.
Dylan, you and Cameron make it to the mall. It's about 3:45 now, and you're circling above. Roll me a perception check to see if you see your dad's car. And Cameron will as well. You're searching up and down the parking lots, and you don't see it. But behind you, Cameron says, hey, there's that sick car over there. It's all the way in the back. Does your dad like to walk from the back to get exercise or something?
I mean, I thought it was just to torture me, but yeah.
Yeah. And then he he's, oh, hey, look, he's coming out now. You see your dad walking out of the mall into the parking lot towards his car.
Dylan is just going to do circles overhead and watch him get in his car.
He gets to his car and he has a couple of bags in his hand, shifts them over, drops his keys, picks them up, unlocks the car and gets in. Starts to make his way back.
Dork. Dylan's going to start to follow, and then she's going to Cameron, she's going to say, we'll follow him about halfway and then beat him there.
Yeah. Sounds good. Pop his tires if we need to.
Yeah, whatever we're gonna do, that's fine.
All right. And you guys follow him. As he gets across the bridge and then starts to enter into where your neighborhood is, you see like the lights are fucking going crazy. And it gives you like a little bit of relief that Zac is doing something. But with the lights, it takes him 10 minutes more to get from like the outside of this area here to like your house that's is like right up here or whatever.
As soon as Dylan is like entirely sure that he's going home, she's gonna go ahead and take off toward the house so that she can get there first.
Yep. And nonchalantly, Cameron's following behind you, like kind of keeping a good middle distance between the car and you. But as you get closer to the house, he does close the distance some. He says, "Hey, I'm watching, but I'm going to try to stay out here."
Okay. What do we want to do? Like, how do you want me to signal you if you need to do whatever you're going to do?
I can hear pretty well. If you can just maybe keep the windows open or something, and I'll be able to just hear you whisper, hopefully.
Okay.
But if it just do something crazy and I'll know.
Yeah, I think I can handle crazy.
All right. And he continues the circle as you descend, and he gives you like basically the all clear again whenever you're ready to do more.
Yeah, this time I've done it in the backyard so that there's a bit more cover.
And you go back in the house. Is there anything you want to do before he gets there?
Yeah, Dylan's gonna grab that phone and start rifling through it and make sure that everything is set up. And I think that if, depending on how much time there is, she's gonna go from fiddling with the phone on the couch to going into the kitchen and grabbing a glass of water, but leave the glass of water on the counter and go back to the couch, and then realize she left the glass of water on the counter and go back.
Oh, man. Hey, inspiration. And like as you bring it back and you get settled the second time, you hear the car door shut. Goddamn traffic lights. And then a couple of seconds later, you hear the door open as your dad walks in. "Oh, hey, Dylan."
Hey, Dad.
The bags.
Yeah. She's going to hold up the phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Look here. I got you a case. It's in your favorite color.
Black.
Yep. And a new charger. And you see like it's got two chargers in this package. It's got one that's like 6 feet long and then another that's just 3 feet.
Nice.
Yeah. So what you been up to? And he like puts the bags down and kind of starts taking stuff out of his pockets and, doing busy stuff, looking through the mail.
She sort of perches on the edge of the couch and she's like, "Oh, nothing. Just, hanging out, doing day stuff."
Yeah. Anything new? And he just, Bill throws it in the trash.
Those new Cheetos, I can't tell you if you're going to like them, but they do have chicken in them.
They have chicken in the Cheetos?
Well, I mean, like chicken fat.
Oh, even better.
So weird.
Yeah. Oh, are you going to be around a little bit later?
Maybe.
Like, sorry. I just got done smoking a cigarette outside. I know I said
no, absolutely not.
Nope, I don't smoke cigarettes.
Where are they?
They're right here. Here, sorry.
She takes them from him.
I know.
And breaks them.
I should have just told you. I picked them up on the way home. Not on the way home, at the mall. I got these cigarettes.
Dylan, without thinking about anything that's coming out of her mouth, she says, I thought we said we were going to be honest with each other.
You're right. She nods.
And then she fucking just looks straight down.
I'm sorry. I got to be honest. I didn't get them at the mall. I got them 2 days ago. I've been smoking them for the past 2 days. I've been not like as much as I was, 1-2 a day. But I'm sorry. You're right. Here's my lighter. And he throws the lighter in the sink.
She goes and like leaps for it and grabs it out. Disposal. Terrifying.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're right. I'm just going through a lot. I'm stressed. I don't have any cigarettes.
I mean, now, yeah. It's just it's the dumbest way to kill yourself, Dad.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. And he kind of sits down. It's just I'm a little bit nervous about tonight. I don't know. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, Dylan.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Hey, you want to watch a movie?
Always.
He pats the couch next to him, and like if you're on the couch, he's like patting it for you to scoot over or whatever. And he turns on the TV, brings up Netflix, and he says, "What do you want to watch? My Girl?"
No. What? No. I mean, the one where the kid gets stung by bees to the death.
Thomas J.
Why are you obsessed with this movie?
He looks at you and smiles, and it's like a somber smile. It's what me and your mom went to see on our first date.
Where were they playing My Girl on your first date? The Dollar Theater?
Yeah, you know that we
weirdos.
We like the cheap popcorn.
That's fair.
But yeah. So let's just watch My Girl.
All right, Dad.
He plays it, kind of just puts his feet up on the coffee table and leans back as the Paramount thing comes and the stars fly or whatever. And you spend, I don't know, how long do you do anything during the movie? Or are you going to watch the whole one?
Yeah, I mean, if he sits there, then she'll watch it. Does he look like he's getting sleepy at all?
He's as he like watches midway through, you see him start to doze a little bit.
If it looks like he is falling asleep, then she's gonna check around for his she's gonna do an ocular pat down for his phone.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
All right.
You look up and down, and I'll say you don't immediately see it in his pocket. So, we'll say his shirt's like hanging down a little bit. So it's probably on like in the pocket that he's leaning against on the one side of the couch.
She's gonna like lean in on his arm and just wrap her arm around his chest.
All right. Give me a performance check, and if you pass, I'll give you advantage on your whatever you're gonna do next. I don't know. What are you gonna do next as you wrap your arm around him?
She was gonna wait until she heard a big snore and try and find that phone.
So like
digging the cushion for that phone.
As you kind of reach your arm around, he shuffles a little bit, and his eyes open, and you see Thomas J in the casket on the movie, and he just says, "Oh, not this part. You're right. We shouldn't have watched this movie." But he gets back into it, and if you give him another 10 minutes, he starts to doze again, and then
Yeah, when he sort of woke up, she didn't move or anything. She just kind of stayed there like, no, I'm definitely also falling asleep.
Yeah, he just pats you, falls back asleep.
No.
And if you want to try to take this phone, you can make a sleight of hand, but you won't get advantage on it.
Oh, okay.
Come on, give it.
Do you?
I
still
will
have-
use anything I
just-
need to get this.
I did just give you inspiration for doing I forgot my drink in the kitchen that I went to get my drink for because I'm so nervous. I gave you inspiration for that. So go ahead and we will push the roof off this motherfucker.
Okay. All right. I'm spending my inspiration.
All right. You slide the phone out as he rolls over at the same time, and you have his phone in your hand, and he's starting to drool a little bit.
First I'm gonna open it and see if there are any notifications.
There are. There is a text from. Hang on, I gotta go to a different screen. Professor Barron. Looks like there's 2 messages from him. It is locked, so you can just see who it's from. And then probably like 3 or 4 messages from someone named Michelle.
Oh shit. All right. Dylan's going to swipe to open it and then hold it in front of Dad's face.
So unfortunately, when the eyes have to be open on this brand of phone as you swipe it up.
Man. Come on.
Can't
Then
be
I'm
that.
gonna
You can try to. I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna? You tell me, and then I'll see.
I'm gonna put Mom's birthday in.
Okay, we got to roll for it, but that is high or low.
Hi.
All right, we'll say high is 17 or higher, or no, 7 or higher for this. Phone opens.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Get it, Dad. I love him so much. He's so sweet. I love him. Okay. So yeah, Dylan, she's sort of like smirks because she's happy and also because she's sad for a second. And then she's just gonna turn off the phone.
Okay. Phone is off. And you hear in your head, I just remorphed. Everything okay? I can see you.
She's
Sorry.
just gonna lift her hand up with a thumbs up.
Okay, cool. I'll be out here.
And then she's gonna quietly put the phone on the ground next to the couch, like on the opposite side, like sort of underneath the side of the couch.
All right. You want to give a sleight of hand for like how good you kind of hide it? Like
For putting a phone under a couch?
I'm just saying, like, if he looks down, how easy is it going to be? Like, is he going to notice it really easy?
No,
I'm not
she's
saying
just
you're
gonna
like
push it under the edge of the couch. Yeah, she's just gonna push a phone under the edge of a couch.
It's
Do
under
you want me
there.
to roll? Okay, all right.
Let's go back to. So I will say, as you like look at your clock, Dylan, it's about 4:30 now.
Okay.
Savannah, or actually Zac, after you have successfully hacked this grid and then looked up and saw Rena as Bart pulled up.
I'm gonna try to like casually look back away from Rena. Chad, you got your drone? We need a distraction.
All
Fucking
right.
Rena Klein is over there spying on us, man.
What do you want me to do?
Can that little claw take her phone?
It could try, yeah.
Or at least buzz her. She's
Oh,
fucking
shit.
annoying.
I set it to low.
What?
So the butt last time shocked your buddy's
I didn't
party.
say tase her. You
said
fucking
buzz her?
psycho. Yeah, like buzz. You know, like
that
a
meant
plane
electrocute.
buzzing the tower. Haven't you
Oh.
seen that really old fucking
Oh.
movie, Top Gun?
I see what you mean. Yeah, with Tom Pitt in it.
Yeah, Tom Limsworth.
Yeah. He's a great actor.
He's not. He's got a tooth in the middle of his face. It's
That's
weird.
what everybody says, but I don't. All right, here. And the drone off of his back. All right. I'm gonna give him a tech roll. Sorry, I gotta find his. Let's roll. D20. You see the drone fly off his back and swoop down and hit Rena in their stomach, and she just the drone like drops down a little. It doesn't hit the ground. It like reorients itself as it hits her, and then just and takes off. And she makes eye contact with Chad after that. He just shrugs.
She shrugs?
He does.
Oh. Was she like, okay, you said she was on her phone. Was she filming? Like,
No,
did she have it? Oh, she was just talking. Okay.
And after that, she kind of looks over and she says, "What the hell, Chad? First he breaks my fucking hand." And she raises her hand up and there's a cast on it. "And now you run your drone into me? I'm calling the cops." Boop, boop, boop. Idiots.
And then she dials the phone after she does her
Yeah.
little dance and says boop, boop, boop. Okay.
Yep.
I'm calling the cops. Boop, boop, boop.
It's new
okay.
slang in Ocean Grove.
Yeah. It's all the rage. All the cool kids are saying it. Shit.
Chad looks out, or Bart looks
Has
out.
she
and
she
says,
like
"Get-
definitely
get the
seen me?
fuck in the car." Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she sees you, Zach, man. Come on.
I get in the car.
Chad, you too. Oh, and he runs, he gets into. And Bart, you guys pass Rena.
Great.
Where to?
Fucking like here. He says, pointing at Chad's arm.
Okay. I'm not on the same map. Which one?
Oh, you're not looking. It's the brown one that's just to the south.
All right.
Oh, is that where Dylan's dad is? Why did I think he was in the yellow?
No, I didn't. I haven't moved them.
Oh, you just moved. Okay, you didn't move stuff. Gotcha. Okay.
All right, and you guys take off down. Savannah, as you all are, I mean, this is still going to be kind of we're waiting until 6, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking that like Zach is gonna fuck up all the lights in the city before anybody says anything.
Well, so I mean, after, go ahead.
Go for it.
No, what were you gonna say? It's okay. Go.
No, I think that we didn't leave until 2, right? So we're getting there around 4.
Yeah. Time is a little
Wibbly wobbly, timey
Yeah.
wimey. Okay, yeah. You tell me.
All right, so Zac got back early. You guys didn't go long after Zac, though. I think you would just be waiting around if that's what you're gonna do.
Cool.
And Dylan, I mean, your dad's gonna be asleep for a while, so I'm gonna run through some of these with Zac if that's all right with you guys. All right, Zac, we'll call it 4 o'clock as you hit the brown, as you get to the control switch in the brown sector. You gotta do this. It's there. It's ready for you. It's waiting.
You're lucky I was muted. I said Browntown. That's what this area is called. Yeah. Yeah, it's same. I mean, second verse, same as the first, you know?
Yeah. You can roll a...
Only this time I've got a fucking orange vest on. I look
Okay.
official. Yeah.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. And there's a work truck parked right beside, and Bart's kind of leaned up against it, looking around for you.
Smoking a cigarette. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's our work truck, right? I want to be clear. It's the one Bart stole. It's not
yeah.
Okay. It's
And
not like
there's
another dude out
one
there
with controllers and Hork-Bajir in it right beside you.
Excellent. We're gonna bypass this one. I'm not going here.
Yeah.
All right. No. Yeah. Jump down. Walk over with Chad.
It's
Pop the door.
Strength or a dex check for that.
Dex it is 15.
Pop. All right. You got to do the same thing. It asks for a login.
Yeah. Use the same one as before.
All right. You used a brute force bypass in the one before.
Oh, same login, and then I'll use the brute force thing again.
All right. Roll technology.
Actually, I'm gonna go same method. I'm gonna go to the website and go to the maintenance contacts, and I'm gonna pick a different one.
Okay.
And then I'll brute force it again.
All right. You want Chad to help you? He says, "Hey, remember they have to have a symbol in their password too."
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. It's useful.
So you can have it.
26.
Access granted.
Nice. Thanks. I say to the computer.
You're welcome.
I have 5, Chad.
He high fives you too.
All right. I highlight a section of lights surrounding the bridge.
All right. Roll me another technology.
Roll to highlight.
Yeah, you get as many as you need, as many
Cool.
lights as you want.
This one, I'm going to just shut them all off.
Okay. Roll it up and let's see.
No lights. No one can have lights. Stop signs only, baby. What do you want? Technology or computers?
Either or.
13. Unless I get advantage for something I don't know about. Do I get on tech rules? No.
So a 13.
Yeah.
You go to put in the information to shut all of the lights down, and as you hit enter, it says access denied. The parameters set need to be overridden by a supervisor.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I back out and try to log in as the first one again. The first login that I used. Maybe that was a supervisor.
Roll me a computer or a technology.
So I'll stick with computers. I get another +1 on that. It's at least a 22.
All right. Oh, at least a 22, not a crit. Take that back.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? All right, you get it. You get back in.
Cool. I do the thing. I shut them all down.
All right, roll it.
Yes, sir. I gotta select intelligence every time. 17.
This time, you access granted, and then you see as they all start to go out.
Slam the laptop shut. unplug, put the little thing back up, kick it in to make sure it's really on there good and dented so they can't open it again, and then fucking skedaddle.
All right. So it was 4:00 when you got there.
Yeah.
It's about 4:25 where you headed to next?
I think we're gonna come all the way up. Where's the observatory? It's this up here, the very top right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we might just go. It looks like that road leading to the observatory is in the dark blue section. Is that right?
Yeah, it comes from like right here.
Okay. So I think we're gonna head to the dark blue section next.
All right, it'll take you about another 25 minutes to get to the dark blue. Actually, you've lived in Ocean Grove your whole life. You know that is the military base.
Oh,
so that
awesome.
light throws the lights on the military base.
Okay.
And the surrounding area of it.
I don't want to do that one. I would rather do other ones. Fuck. Let's do this light blue area.
All right, that one will take you, we'll say, only 20 minutes to get to.
Okay.
So now it's 4:45. You get there.
On the way, I am rustling through this truck's dashboard to look for login informations and little notebooks and security keys and badges and whatever else I can find.
High or low?
Give me a high on that one.
19.
Ooh, rather high.
This is actually, it's not the traffic control.
This is the president's truck.
It's not like the traffic control people's truck. It's not their truck. But it is an electrician's truck. And they work on, like, we'll say just the they work on people's lights, like at their house and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But they are electricians.
Okay.
So it kind of matches. So you do find badges and some things like that. George Carlisle.
Okay.
And Randy Orton.
Randy Ricky. Shit, I need a pencil. I'm trying to write this down, but I can't find a pencil. All right.
Here. Use my
No, I got it. George Carlisle. And Ricky Randy.
I said Randy Orton, but yeah, Ricky Randy is better. He's not better than Randy Orton, but Randy Orton really exists in this world. So, hey, this guy's Randy Orton. He's just not the same Randy Orton.
Yeah.
This
is Ricky Randy Orton.
Yeah, Ricky Randy Orton.
Okay, so just for my sake, which one is it?
Yeah, Ricky Randy Orton.
Ricky Randy Orton.
Nobody calls him the Orton part.
Is Ricky Randy a single name?
He's single. But I don't know how you know that from his badge.
Yeah, it says marital status on the badge. It's like dog tags. They have to have all kinds of information on there in case they get killed in the line of duty.
Ricky's the first name. Randy Orton is the last name, and it's hyphenated.
the Randy family.
Do you understand how many times I've crossed this fucking name out?
That's disgusting. Sorry.
Oh God, I hope that I meet them so I can morph them.
You should. Well, Alex, I got a solution. Just erase the line that goes through the whole letter and just leave the one that's
just
in between
leave a
Randy
bit.
and Orton.
I've crisscrossed it out multiple times.
You're so efficient. Nobody could use that anymore.
Cross-stitched the name out. All right. God.
All
right. Anything else in here really useful? I got badges.
Screwdriver.
Is it like the special opening one, like the maintenance key type? Skeleton key? Okay.
Yeah, it should be. It should allow you to open these boxes now.
Okay, cool.
So you get to
login info, anything like that? They got little passwords, a notebook that's got passwords in it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't. I don't think that'll work for this though.
Oh,
For
well,
what
it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get there, and I get out,
you
and
get to the blue
I
box.
put my badge on this time. I'm Ricky. I'm Ricky Randy Orton,
All right.
and Chad is George Carlisle.
Yeah.
Is it a clip badge or what? Like a little.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to look official. Why are y'all shaking your head? This is good undercover work.
This is a
All
good
right.
story.
Yeah, we go fucking
You pop it.
politely crank that shit open.
Oh yeah. You got the key.
Because we
now.
have the key now.
And you're there. Chad hooks the computer into it.
Yep. And
All right.
away we go.
Roll it up.
Gonna roll on this shit. You just wait for me to fuck one up.
I didn't know how to quit.
13. What's this one for, the login?
Yeah, Chad always helps. He has always helped you with the login.
Okay, 26.
He, as you go and type it in, and he says, "No, dude, you forgot the parenthesis again."
Yeah, shit. You're right, bro.
You got to close it up.
I'm flagging. This is the third one, man.
All right, it's all right. He pats you on the back, and you hit
I'm
enter.
having to do all this manually like it's the 80s. So
access granted. Dude, the 80s is a good time.
Get in there, and I'm just gonna try to change everything again. Why not?
So you got to select your lights first. So
Yeah.
Check. You don't get. You can only select like 3 different lights in this one.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the one at the bridge, and then this giant square. Like there's a big area. Like it just looks like a lot of roads all converge in.
Okay.
Oh, I'm clicking on the video like a fucking idiot. Right here. This. And then this here.
All right.
So that intersection, this giant intersection, and then this intersection.
All right. You have those selected, and what do you want to do with them?
I'm going to set these to another custom loop where the interval is a random number of seconds between 1 and 5, and then it just reselects it every time it clicks on and off.
Okay.
So it might be 1 second, it might be 3 seconds, might be 2, might be 5, might be 4.
All right.
It's all over the place.
Roll it up.
Really hope that works. Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
You, as you write this code out and have like the random integers in it, you must have gotten something wrong because the lights all reset back to like their default settings. Something went wrong in your code.
Oh God, I forgot to import random.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Dude, it happens to everybody.
Yeah, you're right. Can I try it again or?
Let's do a perception check and then we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see if you want to.
Nope.
Yeah, you can try it again.
Yeah, sure. You'll see a reason not to. Yeah, gonna give it another go.
Right.
This time I would like the help action if I can have it.
All right. So for this one, since Chad has helped you so much, he's gonna make a roll, but he only has to beat a 12.
I hope he does.
And he gets a +2 to his roll. So he gives you advantage.
I got a 16.
You put the code in again, you correct the mistakes, you hit enter, and it says access denied. And it resets back to the default settings again.
Ugh. Okay. I'm just gonna try to shut him down.
All right. Roll it up. That's 17.
Yeah.
As you bring it up, it asks for a new password to shut all of the lights down, and you try to bypass that again, and it says access denied.
I think they're on to us, man.
And as you like look up, you do see a police cruiser coming your way.
Shit. Chad, go with Bart.
He nods and he unhooks.
Takes his laptop.
Yeah. And hops
Is
in
the
the car.
police cruiser just kind of approaching, or is it lights on?
The lights are not on.
Okay.
It is just coming down the street, but slowly. It seemed. Give me. I mean, that's what you see.
Okay. Is there anything that I can get behind in this place?
You kind of look around, taking your surroundings. You're in like. There's kind of like strips of businesses on these streets that you're on right here.
Yeah.
So not a whole lot of wooded areas. There are some trees around.
I meant in the power station, the little place we're at.
Oh, like, is there somewhere you can get in? It's like a box that sits next to like a telephone pole or something.
Okay. I didn't know exactly what it looked like where we were. Fuck it. All right. Yeah. I'm just going to close everything up and then try to just get in the truck and we're going to leave.
All right. Give me a performance.
Okay. I get advantage on these.
This will be a
20.
This will be a +2. Don't you get it?
I get advantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be a +2, so he has to beat it with this roll.
Oh, okay. I didn't even need his help.
No, I'm talking about the cop in the cruiser.
Oh.
He looks at you, kind of sees you go and look at him when you get in the truck. He nods to you, and then just keeps moving.
Okay.
It is now 5:05.
I think we're done. All right.
Yeah, that was close.
Zach, we're driving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bart, head north. Go ahead and drop me off by. Sorry, was Zach supposed to meet them at the gardens or at the observatory?
I don't know, man. I wasn't there for the convo.
No, I'm not asking in character.
Oh, well.
Nate doesn't remember.
I'm
asking the other people that are here. I think it was the gardens.
So the gardens meeting is at 6.
Yeah.
And the observatory meeting with Dylan's dad is at 9. Now,
yes.
The wiggle room in between, Aximili also needs to send a transmission. You were stopping Zach's dad, so I don't know if you were supposed to meet there or not. That's I do have an idea of whether you were supposed to. It's basically if you could, you would.
Okay. All right, then I'm just going to head to the gardens, and that's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Why is no one giving me anything here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what we were talking about.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so, hey, Bart, just head for the gardens, and then after I get out, you guys need to disperse. Put the truck back where you found it.
Oh. All right.
Or close by.
I mean, what if we need it again?
I don't think we will need it again.
All right. And about 20 more minutes, he pulls into the gardens parking lot. Let you out. You can see them. Do you get out or are you chilling? What are you gonna do, Zach?
Yeah, right before I get out, I go, okay. You guys, all right. You need like a way to get out of the situation, right?
I mean, I don't get into many situations. Shut up, Chad. Yeah, we need a way.
Okay. Zac then like produces. I guess he stuck him in his pockets after he demorphed. I like forgot about him, but he would have done it at some point. These are it's alien tech. Okay. All I really know about them is they make you like extremely strong. They are one use only. We do not have any more. This is your one like get out of jail free card.
Bart nods and he says, so what do we do with it? We like eat it?
No, you just like crack it and it like releases like a fumes. You got to inhale the fumes.
Okay. And then like I can lift a car up or something.
I have no idea. Stronger than you are. Like really, really, really strong.
Chad looks at him and looks back to you and he says, what lasting effects do they have?
Dude, I don't know.
Are they gonna have cancer?
This is an emergency situation thing, man. Like you don't.
Right, but some stuff gives off like radiation just being around it. Is this one of the? Have you had any headaches?
Yes.
Lately?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of these things.
No, it's because of I know what's causing my headache. Right now, it's Chad.
Oh,
yeah. Look, man, don't use them if you can help it. Like, if you never use this, it's probably better. But you have one item that you can use to get out of, a dangerous situation if you're in one. Exhaust all other options first.
Bart will reach out for it.
We'll hand him one.
He looks at it and he says, now this is a nice step. And he puts it in his pocket.
Be careful.
Chad, he nods. Chad like reluctantly takes the other one out of your hand and reaches in his bag, pulls out like a are they called beakers? Test tube or something, puts it in there, puts a cork on it, puts it back in his bag.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, it was from science class. I took it from the chemistry lab to make this special Kool-Aid for me and Bart. I needed it. It's for science.
Whatever, man.
Listen, do you have something to do?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right. Hey,
this was fun. We should definitely hang out, but not probably
Grand Theft Auto.
Probably not do that anymore. This was Grand Borrowing Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're putting it back, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, cool. Cool.
They both hold out fists to you.
Fist bumps. And I'm going to throw the badge that I had. Oh, the badge, that's with the vest anyway. That's back in the truck. Okay.
Yeah, and you start.
You're going to probably want to like get rid of that software too, Chad.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
Okay. Later.
And Savannah, as you see Zac exit the car and start walking through the gardens parking lot, I think that would probably be a good time for us to take the break today. All right. Since we have a little bit of time before we get to the 6 o'clock, let's see if Dylan can make it. We'll go back to the Dylan's house. So Dylan, your dad, he's gone. The credits are rolling. Or he's gone.
He's gone
from consciousness.
Okay.
He's asleep. and the My Girl credits are starting to roll. The clock is at 5:30.
So during the credits, or right before the credits started, Dylan had grabbed the remote and has started very slowly turning the volume down. Just a little bit at a time.
Yeah, he stirs a little bit at first, but then stays sleeping.
Until it's like basically muted.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as it goes to the like about to start playing previews screen, she's gonna hit the back button so that it's, you know, on the menu screen and turn the volume back up.
All right. As you start to turn the volume back up, he stirs a little bit. Oh, are you trying? You want him to stay asleep, or are you trying to get him to wake up now?
I want him to stay asleep.
Okay. I think, yeah, it's easy enough. You know not to go too loud, so it doesn't like, you know.
Oh no, there's no sound playing. Like I'm on the menu, and of course we're not
Oh,
monsters, so we don't have it to where
yeah.
it plays the preview. Like that's
I was-
turned off.
I was thinking that like when you play the Star Wars DVD and on the like select screen, they have the like preview of the movie playing and stuff. But yeah, you don't have that on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the DVD menu screen.
Yeah,
Or
so
the
it just
menu,
looks like
whatever.
the movie went off.
Mhm. He's fast asleep. He must have woke up early this morning.
Sweet. I think she's gonna quietly get up and go into the kitchen and crack open the kitchen window.
Yep. As you like crack it open, you
My dog did window foley. That was nice.
nice. You do see an osprey, like, I don't know if you guys have like patio furniture. He's like kind of on the back of one of the chairs, just kind of watching.
She's gonna lean forward to the window and whisper, "Okay, he's asleep. I don't know if you want to like do something to the car just to make sure."
Yeah, if you want me to, for sure. Just throw like a knife out here.
Just throw a knife at a bird. Okay.
No, I'm gonna demorph.
And she's going to go to the knife block and grab a knife and just stick it out the window, like onto the window ledge.
A couple of seconds later, you see the osprey jump up to your windowsill and grab the knife and take off into the air. And he circles back down around behind your shed and you hear the sounds of demorphing. And Cameron, a minute later, peeks his little head out, looks around, kind of sneaks down your fence line towards your dad's car. And let's just see how sneaky he is and see if anybody sees him. Cameron is like tippy-toeing, and as like he walks like into your drive, like the first part of your driveway, a motion sensor light comes on from the neighbor's house and just illuminates him, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he like ducks down and runs and gets behind the car. And once he gets behind the car, he like leans against it, and it freezes for a second. Where are you at in the house? As like that was when he just went out of your vision from like the backyard, like where you were looking out at.
So she's still in the kitchen, but she's turned around, like looking through the little opening from the kitchen into the living room, like just dead eye straight staring at her dad.
Yeah, the light does like come into the house a little bit, but he just like rolls over away from it. Well, actually, let's give him a high or low to see if he wakes up. So high or low, Dylan?
No. Low.
All right, so he rolls over as the light comes into the house. You hear the snoring continue. You glance back out into the driveway and see Cameron take a deep breath and lean into the car. And when he does, the car alarm starts going off. And your dad kind of jostles a little bit and starts looking around. What do you do?
I think she's gonna run over and like, where keys? You have sat on your keys.
Right. And he presses the button. Give me a persuasion check as he's like just coming out of his sleep and waving these keys around, pressing the button. He like presses the button. You hear the beep to the car like locking, and then like the lights flash, the trunk opens. No, the trunk doesn't open. But like the lights flash, and then he like shakes his head, looks at his keys, and presses the button to stop the car alarm. And he takes a deep breath. I'm going to leave this up to luck because I want to see what happens. So another high or low.
Hi.
As he does that, he like flops back against the couch and like drops the keys on the on like the end table next to him, and looks at you and gives you like a smile for a second. And then you see his eyes start to droop and his head start to lower, and he falls back asleep.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
And after about 10 minutes, like you glance out like your peripherals as you're walking or you're watching your dad, Cameron's head pops up and he's outside in your driveway still, but you see him through the window, and he like looks around and then starts to sneak to the side of the car again.
Does he look at Dylan at all through the window?
He doesn't see you. He just like looks around and then keeps going. I mean, he's at the car. The alarms already went off. If people are watching, they're watching. He's just going to do the thing. So I don't know how loud it is when you stab a knife into a tire. I assume there's a pop.
Oh boy. So is he going? He's going at an angle though, right? Yes.
Cameron, I will say this is not probably his first time doing some kind of mischievous prank like this. He's used to making the loud sounds because they sound cool, but he knows how to do it. He knows how to make the sound. So we'll say he's trying not to do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to give your dad a perception check with disadvantage. So it'll be, I'm going to say this +3 is the roll, but he's going to roll with disadvantage. So 6 and an 11. So you hear the pop as this knife hits, and he goes, bah! It's not like a transformer exploding or anything like that. Like somebody popped a really blown up balloon right outside your window is kind of what it sounds like. And a fan goes really fast and it sounds fast. That's what I felt like I just did right there. Don't worry about it, audience. And then you hear silence for 5, 6, 7, and then you hear pop again. And same thing, your dad will roll at disadvantage. So Cameron should get a stealth check to see how stealthy he was at popping that, to see if it passes. So a 12. And those both beat him. So your dad, one of his eyes opens and it closes again. And then you see Cameron running across the front yard away.
Dylan is just shaking her head, looking out the window. And then I guess she's gonna go back into the kitchen. And just like she's just got her arms, like both of her hands are on the windowsill, and she's just leaning with her head against the windowsill, like, you fucking idiot.
About a minute and a half later, I got the tires popped.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't tell. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're being sarcastic.
No.
That's it. Yep. That's the sarcasm. Hey, did you see that a light came on? I freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Did he wake
Yeah,
up?
is that when you set the car alarm off?
Yeah, well, a little bit after that.
Yeah.
That's my bad. You're right.
It's okay. It's okay. It all worked out. It's okay.
Yeah, he can't go anywhere now. Car's done. Even if he's got a spare, I did 2 of them. So even if he had a spare,
Okay. So what's next?
well, that's up to you. If you want to stay here and we can make sure, that's fine. But if you want to go, the meeting, we're going to already be late for it.
I think if anything, we should stay here for now, and then we should try to meet them later.
Okay. I'll be out here. Got a fresh
Okay.
morph.
I mean, you can probably come in if you want, if you're quiet.
Maybe next round. For now, I'll stay out here. Just watch.
Okay.
All right. Let me know if you need anything. All right. So, Dylan, you're gonna probably miss the meeting now, and that's kind of what you decided. So I'm gonna go back to them for a little bit, but we should get back to you before the end of the episode. All right. So, Savannah, you have just seen Zac as he's walking across the parking lot, and you're in the air. You have demorphed if you've needed to. I don't know if you did or not. I don't know if you needed to, but if you needed to, you did.
Probably would have just before now.
Well, do you want to remorph then? That's up to you. You can be at that precipice, like the edge, if you want.
Yeah, cool. I'll go to Owl.
Okay. So you see owls in the sky. One small, one gray horned. Well, maybe you don't see them, but they see you.
You're talking to me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just there. Kind of loitering. The zoo's still open at this point. Like, it's not weird for me to be there.
I don't remember if we ever said what time it closed, but
I would think
we
it's 4.
really did. We kind of established
6.
weekend work hours, but not like an actual close time. It was just like a petting zoo close time.
we'll say that there's employees definitely still there. If there are any, customers or visitors, they are making their ways to the cars or just lingering in the parking lot still. Something like that.
So Zac is just kind of meandering around. Like
a
kind
car
of vaguely towards the gate, I guess.
A car does pull in, and kind of it parks in one of the spaces, and Xander gets out along with Craig.
Motherfucker. I'm just kidding. Oh, hey.
What's going on?
I don't know, just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. Hey, we can go to this gas station over here and get a couple of sodas and snacks and stuff and, walk around these parks out here if you want.
Yeah, that might be cool.
All right. Is it just going to be us three? As he starts to make his way towards the shops.
I don't know actually if anybody else is going to show up.
I'll assume that Savannah and Aximili can probably see and hear all of this.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah. Savannah will fly over and be like, nope, we will be joining you.
Can they hear that or is it just me?
Yep. That's to you and them.
Okay.
Xander keeps looking straight. Craig does look around a little bit.
Be cool, man.
And they go in the store, get, some items just to make it look like they're doing something and start to walk around one of the outside parks that's separates one section of the parking lot from another.
Okay. Yeah. Zac gets a water and some flaming hot Cheetos. I'm sorry, Nashville hot Cheetos.
What do Aximili's following your lead, Savannah?
Yeah. Once they come back out of the gas station and are kind of set on this path, Savannah will fly into the closest tree kind of above them.
As he looks around, Xander gives you a knowing look, but doesn't draw attention. He keeps his head and eyes moving. So Zac, have you thought about that position at our company that I've offered you?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of demands on my schedule. So really would have to kind of work out exactly when you need help and then kind of what you need done.
He nods and stands up and he says, yeah, we are on kind of a tight schedule, but we have time to work with, but we're still on a schedule. And he kind of looks over to the side and you see a woman push her baby push him down, and he falls and starts crying. No, she pushes his stroller and then towards a car, and he looks over his shoulder at you, Zac, and kind of smiles and nods to her, and then you all hear everything around you start dampen. So the sound is kind of muffled. And he says, you may speak freely now.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Thank you. So Van, you want me to just go into it or do you want to talk or what?
I'll hop in here.
All
so you want us to get this crystal for you, and it's clearly a very complex job that you are not capable of doing on your own.
Correct.
And you are willing to help us in other ways once if we agree to get this crystal for you?
We hope to. Yes. Any way we can.
Any way you can.
Yes.
What about before we get this crystal?
If you think that this is something that would establish trust, we are willing to at least talk about it. It depends on what the situation is. Everything needs to be calculated and accounted for.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if we agree to do this and we agree to retrieve this thing for you, would it be possible to use your hologram technology and other technologies as long as it was in a non-violent manner?
There may be some contention amongst the rest of the Chi, but I would help you. Craig would help you.
So it's just the two of you that are willing to help us at this point.
There are others that are on the fence.
Okay, so 2 of you for sure.
There are 2 of us with the belief that we have. Other chi may help you. We want to help fight.
Okay. And numbers-wise, how many do you think would be willing to not fight, assist us?
The majority of the chi.
I'm assuming you can't tell me how many that is.
He looks around and spots the other owl in a tree, kind of like catty corner to you. He says, not all alien customs are the same. There are less than 100 chi left. Approximately 96 just in Ocean Grove.
Wow. So all of them basically are here.
There's 4 spread out.
That would be 100 precisely.
One of them is half chi. That's not true. Listen, there 66 are in Ocean Grove. The rest are spread out throughout the world.
Okay, so is your alien custom that you're going to tell the truth or that you're just going to say buck wild things?
There's programming cross. Listen, I'm going to edit that part out, Alex. I fucked up.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not normal that I do math at you on the fly, so I understand why you thought that was just going to fly under the radar with me. Okay. So yeah, I think Savannah's just going to get back into it. She's going to be like, okay, what about protecting somebody on our behalf?
Yeah, how? What do you need? Just a place for them to stay?
A place for them to stay and protection from... I'll just be honest with you. They're a former controller. They cannot be seen by the Yeerks.
I understand. We can offer a place to stay. And we will not allow harm to be done to her if we can prevent it without causing harm.
To her?
To her or to anyone else.
How much do you know about us?
He looks to Zac, looks back to you. I know not all that. There's at least 1 Andalite with you, maybe 2. The rest are human.
How do you know about the person that we have, the former controller? Am I messing with you because you said her and dropped it? Were you supposed to say her? Were you supposed to know it was a her? Or were you not supposed to?
I wasn't supposed to.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay.
What person are you? What person are you talking about?
If it's cool with you, I would just back out of that.
Yeah, I don't know. They said her. They didn't say her. For the people listening, they didn't.
Zac could fuck it up real fast, and then they'd know.
No, I think. Okay, so she'll just go back into it of like, okay, so you would be able to protect them. Would you be able to keep them there if they ever decided to try and run for any reason?
I could not.
What if them running would lead to a direct violence?
The chances of them running, and it would depend on the chances, the percentages, the odds.
If they were retaken by the Yeerks, we would all be dead.
I agree that if everyone here is taken by the Yeerks, then yes, it would not be good. It would be violent. If she isn't physically harming someone, if she isn't destroying things, I could not stop her. from leaving from, I will follow her. I will not hold her prisoner, is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Understood. All right. And for different purposes, though, you would still assist us with different things?
Yes. Mostly my people, as you know, we can't do violence. So we try to gather as much information as we can. And maybe put that information in the right places to cause the Yeerk setbacks.
Perfect. All right.
Two points. One, we would need. I assume like we're in a. Are we? Can they see us right now? People outside? Like what's going on?
I can
Are
make
we
it
in a
to where they
hologram?
can't.
No. What I'm saying is, like your hologram technology can hide people, right?
Yes.
Could you provide a safe method of transporting a person from point A to your locations?
We could.
Okay, that would be part of this deal. In the future, I mean, ideally, we want to defeat the Yeerks, but maybe we can free others. Is this a standing offer? Do you have room for additional people in the future?
I have my own warehouse. And it has, he looks at Craig, some modifications. We could house some people and we can expand if needed.
Okay. So this is a standing offer.
Yes, as long as you are doing good, we'll help you.
You understand that we are doing good, but that may include violence.
We can't directly help you with the violence.
No, I know that, but like, you're not going to go, no, you did a violence. We're off, like deal's off.
Guys, I believe that some violence is probably too far, but
trust me, we're trying to keep it to a minimum.
Yes, we'll take everything into consideration.
How far deep into the Yeerk's territory can you go? How far have you infiltrated?
I've been to the pool. I've never been to the mothership. I can't get into highly restricted areas. Other Chi may be able to. Those other Chi are less. Those Chi follow their code more than me and Craig.
Okay.
Believe in their code, I guess.
That's interesting that there's a level of belief that can go into programming.
Well, the Pemelites were very sophisticated.
Yes,
so are
apparently
Andalite.
so.
That was just to Zac and Savannah.
I think Savannah will shoot back, like just to Aximili alone, just be like, I know.
Mhm.
All right. Well, if you're willing to do that, then I think that there's no reason not to help you. We want to help you.
We want to help you.
All right. And we can potentially start bringing things to you and asking you to do things right away.
You tell me where to go.
No. For tonight? Oh boy.
I can think of some stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some backup. She's just going to do this to Zac and Aximili at this point. I wouldn't mind some backup at the observatory tonight.
So you guys are pretty technologically advanced, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about human programming?
Human programming.
Yeah,
It's
not like the programming in our body, but the
Psychology?
programming that we produce. Software.
Oh, it is very mundane.
Yeah. Kind of thought it might be something like that. I'm just thinking, I don't know, Van. You want to tie him into what we had planned for later?
Aximili, before again, just to Zac and Aximili. Aximili, before I ask anything further, do you need me to not do this because of reaching out to the Andalites?
He seems like take a minute. The Andalites would not want even you to know that this is happening. The more we share with other species or people, the more uncomfortable it makes me.
Okay. What about their holograms just to help cover us as we are getting in and out of the building?
If they are, as long as they are not around during the transmission.
Okay. And then she'll
Also,
yeah, go.
I mean, they might be able to help with.
Now you're saying this out loud. Remember
I know
that.
I'm going to try to
Okay.
speak code or whatever. They might be able to sweep up some footprints or that kind of thing. Technologically speaking, for that other interested party.
So what you're saying is that they might be able to cover the tracks of Dylan's dad.
Nailed it.
Okay. Maybe, but they can't be there for the transmission. I think that's more than reasonable.
Zach just shrugs.
Okay.
But
and then
an agreeing shrug,
Savannah will open it back up to them and be like, well, if you are available tonight, we could use somebody to help hide us as we're getting into the observatory across town.
What do you plan on doing?
Saving someone.
Roll me a persuasion check, Savannah.
All right. As Savannah.
Can I give her inspiration?
You can give her inspiration. How do you do that, though?
I'm trying to remember which one it is. Hang on. I had too many abilities.
It's just, it's so close to the truth. There's not a violent thing planned at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, what you said, I'm going with, I think, exactly your intent. It's just to see how well you pull it off.
Okay. I'm just gonna add when Savannah says we're saving somebody, I'm just gonna say we have a friend whose father is getting ensnared in some Yeerk stuff. Okay. And if we can get him out of that by messing with some tech, then that's what we would want help with.
All right. Yeah. You want to add the inspiration?
Yeah. You asking me or Savannah?
Yeah, Savannah, it's up to you. Savannah, it's up to you now if you want to.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. You get a D. What is it, Nate? A D8, D6?
A D10.
A D10 to add if you want. It lasts for a minute, so you don't have to use it now, but you can.
What?
So, inspiration allows you to add a D10 to your roll
for a full minute.
You can do it.
You can use it sometime within the next minute.
Yeah. So you only get to add it once, but you can do it.
It's actually
now,
once within the next.
And
it says 10 minutes on my ability.
Right, 10 minutes.
And if I forget to use it within the next 10 minutes,
goes away.
It's wasted. You sure you want to do this, Nate?
Do you have it? Oh,
you have it regardless of whether you want to use it right now, because I've already declared that I was going to use it.
Okay. I won't use it at this exact moment, but. And do you have to call it before you roll too?
It does say that you get to choose after the roll.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, not at this exact moment.
So you say we're trying to help someone, and then Zac explains a little bit more. And like Zac, as you're explaining, you're saying we have a friend that is in danger with becoming control. He stops you. He says, I don't think we need to hear anymore. Yes. You guys can give me an insight check on that if you want.
I would love that. Not only that, I'd love to take that with advantage since I'm in morph. 21.
You can. You can even use inspiration on this if you want.
I just want to keep rolling it up higher and higher.
Zac, it seems a little rude he cut you off. Like,
really?
Because
I was like about to fist bump this dude. I like him.
Well, so I mean, the outcome is still what you want, but he did, he cut you off. Savannah, he is, and with the 21, it's a good insight check. His hologram, it doesn't matter what the hologram says. You pay attention to his actions. He subverted, is it going to hurt anybody? As Zac, he was going along with you. As Zac started to go into it more, he stopped him because he didn't want to get any more information of it hurting. So take that information however you want. But he agrees.
Interesting. Okay. Shall we set out?
He looks to Craig. Craig nods. You guys hear the noise flood back in as they start to go towards the car. Hey, Zac, you need a ride?
I was just about to ask. Yeah. Van, you want me to go with you guys? Oh shit, we're not hitting anymore. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
Zac doesn't do that. Yeah. Let me see if my ride is here.
Why don't you just take the ride with them?
Okay. He looks around towards the owls, and then just around somewhere else, and goes, "No, I'll take your ride, thanks."
All right,
and
cool.
Then goes with them.
There are no visible thermals here today. I think I shall use the car.
You guys get into the car, and this whole conversation took about 30 minutes. So, Craig is driving, and he starts to make his way out of the parking lot and around and down towards the bridge so he can go to the other bridge with the stoplights and go up and blah, blah, blah to get to the observatory. And as you guys are flying, we're going to cut back to Dylan's house. Dylan, it's about 6:55 now. Your dad's still fast asleep on the couch. What do you do?
I think Dylan has been curled up on the other end of the couch, trying not to jostle him, but to where she can look like she's knocked out really quickly if he starts to wake up.
Mm-hmm. As you lay there for a few minutes, kind of keeping your eye on him, you see headlights kind of flash across your living room window and light go into your room as a car turns. And you hear in your head, somebody's pulling in your driveway. There's a car behind them too.
She's gonna peek up over the back of the couch and look out the window and try and see who it is.
So the lights, somebody's pulled in your driveway behind your dad and the lights are bright. So you can't see that car yet. A car behind them pulls and it's just we'll say a white van. On the side of it, it says Ocean Grove Automobiles on the white van. As you are peeking out, the lights in the car on the car in the driveway go off. And a couple of seconds later, a man opens the door and steps out of it, and he's holding a clipboard in his hand, and he has a hat on that says Ocean Grove Automobiles, and he walks up to your front door. And as he's like looking at his clipboard, raises his hand and knocks. And we're going to see if your dad wakes up. So it'll be this +3. And then I'll roll the guy's not being stealthy. So yeah, your dad looks up. Somebody knocking?
Dylan sort of jolts up too.
Oh, what time is it? And he looks at the clock on, like, I don't know, the VCR or the TV or something. He says, oh my God, I'm late. And he runs to the door. And he like kind of looks around, panicked for a second as he's just woke up. And the guy knocks again. He says, I'm coming. Dylan, where's my phone? Find my phone for me. And he opens the door, and the guy looks up at him and he says, hey, I'm here to deliver this car. And your dad looks back at him, takes a deep breath, looks over at you, and he smiles. Dylan, your new car is here.
Dad, what did you do?
He smiles. I got you a car. And then he like looks back at the guy, grabs the clipboard, signs the clipboard, and hands it back to him. But I gotta hurry. I'm gonna be late. And he like takes off down the hall, up the steps towards his room.
Dylan grabs the keys and is gonna hop in this car.
You get outside and you see the paint on this thing is fucking chipped back, and you see all the blackness is folded off, and there is bright yellow paint on this Mustang in your front yard. But it chips off, so the front half is yellow, the back is all black.
Bitchin'. She loves it. She is enamored, but that is not her top priority right now. Her top priority is getting this car the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you get in the car and you hear in your head, what is going on? And the guy that had the clipboard as you go out, he's walking out too, and he says, have fun. And he gets in that van and they take him off.
Nice. Yeah, she hops in the car and cranks it up. I'm gonna have fun with this later. She's gonna roll down the passenger side window and just be like, "You can get in, but we gotta go, and start to back up and pull out.
As you back up and you get to the end of your driveway, turn out and straighten your car, a bird lands in the middle, and he says, all right, this is sick.
And she's gonna carefully drive away from the house far enough that he will not find her if he walks down the street to look.
And as like your new car starts to creep down your street and away from your house, I think that's where we'll stop.